my dear children. I hope all of you are fine at home. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for scoring good marks in your UT1. And I hope that you will continue doing your hard work like this. Now before holidays, we have done our chapter number 2, Log On to Access. In that chapter, we have read about various things like tables, database, rows, columns, field, what is a record, RDBMS, DBMS and the difference between them, what do you mean by query and so on. Okay. Now today we are going to start next chapter 3, working with tables. Now this chapter is in continuation with access. So now let's start. What is a table? This is the first concept. What is a table? A table is a database object which consists of rows and columns. It is used to store information in an organized way. Now, what is a table? It is a database object. You know what is a database? Database is an organized way of storing information. Now, children, you know what is the information? Okay, suppose you have a student record. You have names of students, class, section, their marks, their roll number, their phone number, their parents' name, their address. This is a kind of database. Now suppose if you have to manage this kind of data, you would require a table. Okay, a table is an organized way of storing information, and table is a collection of rows and columns. Now a table is a database object which consists of rows and columns. I just told you, rows and columns. It is used to store information in an organized way. By using table, we can store the information in an effective way, in an easy way. Tables are used to store information effectively. Okay, a table can have a maximum of 255 columns with unlimited rows. Now this is a very important concept, children. Table can have a maximum of 255 columns with unlimited rows. It means maximum columns can a table have 255 with unlimited rows. There is no limitation that how many rows can a table have. It should have maximum of 255 columns and unlimited rows. Okay, and what do you mean by database? Database is an organized way of storing information. With the help of database, we can store a large amount of information effectively and easily. We can create, we can manipulate, we can edit the large amount of information easily with the help of database and a table. Now, before creating a database, you should have a clarity that what kind of fields you should have in your table. Okay, suppose you want to create a database student record. Now, how many fields and what kind of fields you should have in your table, in your database, you should have a clarity about it. Okay, now serial name, roll number, name, class, section, father's name, mother's name, address, phone number and the marks obtained in the various subjects can be your field name in your table. Okay, so what I am telling you that before creating a table, you should have a clear vision of the database, like what fields you want in your table. Okay, and one more important thing, no two tables can have a same name in your computer. You cannot save a table name with the same existing table name. I mean to say that all the tables you want to save should have a different name. Now children, this is a table. You can see the table is made up of rows and columns. These are columns. The vertical lines are called columns and these are what? Serial number, roll number, name, class section. These are field name. First of all, you would select field name which gives the information regarding what kind of data you stored in that field. Suppose I want to store the roll number. Now field name should give the idea that you have stored the roll number in that field. I cannot select name. I cannot select number. It should give a clear idea that what kind of data you stored in that field. Okay. Now class section. If I say XYZ, I cannot select XYZ because it won't give any idea that what kind of information I have stored in this field. Okay. So this is very important that you should select the field names according to what kind of data is there in that field. Now these are field. These are field names. Now the rows. The horizontal ones are called rows. Rows are called records. Now what is a record? Collection of fields makes one record. Now this is very important that one record should have all the fields in that record. Okay. Now roll number 1. 101 Rahul 8th B. Now this is one record. This is second record. Serial number 2, roll number 102 Sita 8th B. This makes second record. Now this table has 6 records. Okay. And what is a file? Collection of records. Now this is a file. Is that clear? I repeat, these are fields. These are field names. Field name should give idea about the data stored in that field. Now these are records. Collection of fields makes one record and collection of records makes one file. Now the next topic is data types. Data types are used to declare the fields of a table. A data type determines the type of data a particular field can accept. Now you have created a database, you have created a table name, you have chosen the field names. Now you would like to store the data. Now suppose there are field names, serial number, roll number, student name, class, section and phone number. Now for serial number, the data type should be number. Okay, because the serial name can be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And for choosing the name, you would require text because name cannot be in number format. It should have text. Now for choosing roll number, it should be in number or text. If the roll numbers are 101, 102, you can choose the data type number. But if the roll number are in combination of alphabets and number, suppose A101, then in that case the data type should be in text format because text can accept the data in combination of alphabets and numbers. Okay, we will discuss all these data types in detail in the next video. For now, you just concentrate on what are data types. Data types are used to declare the fields of a table, that what kind of data are stored in that field. A data type determines the type of data a particular field can accept. Now there is a very important thing, children, that if you have described the name in text format, you cannot enter a number in that. And suppose there is a field date of birth and you have specified the data type in date and time format, then you cannot enter text or number in that format. You should select the data type according to that data type you have selected. If you will try to enter another data format, you will get a error message. Is that clear? Now there are some important data types which are commonly used: text, number, memo, date, time, auto number, etc. These are some common which we commonly use in a database or in a table. I hope all the concepts we have discussed today are clear to you. I would like all of you to read the chapter and get ready for the next video lecture. Till then, have a great day. Thank you.